Hello everybody. Today we're going to learn about math. Chapter 1. Reviewing number concepts. Here are the keywords. Natural number, integer, prime number, symbol, multiple, factor, composite numbers, prime factor, square, square root, cube, direct number, BODMAS. In this chapter, you will learn how to identify and classify different types of numbers. Find common factors and common multiples of numbers. Write numbers as products of their prime factors. Calculate squares, square roots, cube and cube roots of numbers. Work with integers used in real-life situations. Revise the basic rules for operating with numbers. Perform basic calculations using mental methods and with a calculator. Wow, that's a big statue. This statue is a replica of a 22,000-year-old bone found in the Congo. The real bone is only 10 centimeters long, and it is carved with groups of notches that represent numbers. One column lists the prime numbers from 10 to 20. It is one of the earliest examples of a number system using tallies. Our modern number system is called the Hindu-Arabic system because it was developed by Hindus and spread by Arab traders who brought it with them when they moved to different places in the world. The Hindu-Arabic system is decimal. This means that it uses place value based on powers of 10. Any number of all, including decimals and fractions, can be written using place value and the digits from 0 to 9. Make sure you know the correct mathematical words for the types of numbers in the table. Here are the numbers. Natural number. Any whole number from 1 to infinity, sometimes called counting numbers. 0 is not included. So the examples are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Odd numbers, a whole number that cannot be divided exactly by 2. Here are the examples. 1, 3, 5, and 7. Even number, a whole number that can be divided exactly by 2. The examples are 2, 4, 6, and 8. Integer, any of the negative and positive whole numbers including 0. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Prime number, a whole number greater than 1 which has only 2 factors, the number itself and 1. The examples are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Square numbers, the product obtained when an integer is multiplied by itself. 1, 4, 9, and 16 are examples of square numbers. Fraction, a number representing parts of a whole number, can be written as a common or vulgar fraction in the form of a over b, or as a decimal using the decimal point. So, examples of fractions are 1 over 2, 1 over 4, 1 over 3, 1 over 8, 13 over 3, and 2.5. 0.5, 0.2, 0.08, and 1.7 are also types of fractions. Here is a set of numbers. -4, -1, 0, a half, 0.75, 3, 4, 6, 11, 16, 19, 25. List the numbers from the set that are natural numbers, even numbers, odd numbers, integers, negative integers, fractions, square numbers, prime numbers, neither square nor prime. Pause this video to think yourself. So, the natural numbers are 3, 4, 6, 11, 16, 19, and 25. The even numbers are 4, 6, 16. The odd numbers are 3, 11, 19, and 25. The integers are -4, -1, 0, 3, 4, 6, 11, 16, 19, 25. Negative integers are -4 and -1. Fractions are 1/2 and 0.75. The square numbers are 4, 16, and 25. The prime numbers are 3, 11, and 19. The numbers that are neither square nor prime are -4, -1, 0, a half, 0.75, and 6. So, list the next 4 odd numbers after 107. The 4 consecutive even numbers between 2008 and 2030. If you're wondering what consecutive means, consecutive just means right next to each other. So find 4 even numbers that are right next to each other between 2008 and 2030. All odd numbers between 993 and 1007. The first 5 square numbers. 4 decimal fractions that are smaller than 0.5. 4 vulgar fractions that are greater than 1/2, but smaller than 3/4. So, if you remember, a vulgar fraction is a fraction in the form of a/b. Think the answers yourself and see if you're right. The next 4 odd numbers after 107 are 109, 111, 113, and 115. 4 consecutive even numbers between 2008 and 2030 could be 2010, 2012, 2014, and 2016. All the odd numbers between 993 and 1007 are 993, 995, 997, 100, 993, 995, 997, 999, 1001, 1003, 1005, 1007. The first 5 square numbers are 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. The 4 decimal fractions are smaller than 0.5 are 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. 4 vulgar fractions that are greater than a half but smaller than 3/4 could be 5/8, 9/16, 11/16, and 17/32. State whether the following would be odd or even. A, the sum of 2 odd numbers, the sum of 2 even numbers, the sum of an odd and even number, the square of an odd number, the square of an even number, an odd number multiplied by an even number. Pause the video and think of the answers yourself. So the sum of 2 odd numbers will always be even. The sum of 2 even numbers will also always be even. The sum of an odd and even number, however, will be odd. The square of an odd number will always be odd, and the square of an even number will always be even. Any odd number multiplied by any even number will be even. So there are many other types of numbers. Find out what these are and give an example of each. So perfect numbers that are numbers that are the sum of all their proper divisors, except for itself. Like 6. All 6's proper divisors are 1, 2, 3, and 6. But except for 6. And 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. Other types of perfect numbers are 28 and 496. Palindromic numbers. They are numbers who are the same when flipped around, like 1, 2, 3, or 4. Narcissistic numbers. In other words, numbers that love themselves. Well, I'm not sure what narcissistic numbers are, so tell me in a comment what they are. Using symbols to write numbers. Mathematicians use numbers and symbols to write mathematical information in the shortest, clearest way possible. You have used the operation symbols plus, minus, times, and divide since you started school. Now you will also use the symbols given in the margin below to write mathematical statements. Rewrite each of these statements using mathematical symbols. "19 is less than 45. 12 plus 8 is equal to 30. 0.5 is equal to a half. 0.8 is not equal to 8.0. Negative 34 is less than 2 times negative 16. Therefore, the number x equals the square root of 72. A number x is less than or equal to negative 45. Pi is approximately equal to 3.14. 5.1 is greater than 5.01. The sum of 3 and 4 is not equal to the product of 3 and 4. The difference between 12 and negative 12 is greater than 12. The sum of negative 12 and negative 24 is less than 0. The product of 12 and a number x is approximately 40. The product of 12 and a number x is approximately negative 40. Write your answers in the comments. Question number 2. Say whether these mathematical statements are true or false. 0.599 is less than 6.0. 5 times 1,999 is almost equal to 10,000. 8.1 is equal to 8 and a tenth. 6.2 plus 4.3 equals 4.3 plus 6.2. 20 times 9 is less than or equal to 21 times 8. 6.0 equals 6. Negative 12 is less than negative 4. 19.9 is less than or equal to 20. 1,000 is more than 199 times 5. The square root of 16 equals 4. 35 times 5 times 2 is not equal to 350. 20 divided by 4 equals 5 divided by 20. 20 minus 4 is not equal to 4 minus 20. 20 times 4 is not equal to 4 times 20. So, pause the video and write your answers down below in the comments. See if you're right. Work with a partner if you have one. Look at the symbols used on the keys of your calculator. Say what each one means in words. List any symbols that you do not know. Try to find out what each one means. So, that is the end of 1.1. See you next time when we're going to learn 1.2 about multiples and factors. Bye!